The Suspiria Remake. It's been in development for 5 years now, since 2008. And the last time I talked about it was the spring of 2012. And at that time, it looked like it was finally gaining momentum to enter production. Then over the summer, last summer in 2012, they hired Isabelle Fuhrman to play the lead character, Suzy, the ballerina, who travels over to Europe into this school where it's basically a witch's coven, and she doesn't know it, and it elaborates on it throughout the movie. It's pretty awesome. Known for its goblin score from Dario Argento. Speaking from an American perspective, it's probably the most famous Italian horror film, well known to Americans, that is. So, what's happened since then? Well, like I was saying, they hired Isabelle Fuhrman to play the lead character, and then they hired a bunch of other European actresses. It looks like they were in the casting stage filling it out, and they were supposed to enter production in 2012. Then it got delayed. Then in early January 2013, the beginning of this year, there was news on Fear.net that it's caught up in legal issues, and I don't even know what studio was behind it originally, but apparently that put a snag in it. And then now, director David Gordon Green, who's known for comedies like Your Highness and Pineapple Express, he was recently promoting his new comedy film Prince Avalanche with Emile Hirsch and Paul Rudd, and with the Esquire. So he sat down. It's actually the 36-year anniversary of Suspiria today, August 12th. It came out in 1977. So he sat down in mid-August 2012 to give an update, and basically he officially announced that it's pretty much dead, or at least in development hell. Well, he already developed the script, obviously, since he's put about half a decade's worth of work into it. And he says he has the movie in his head, but he's like, these are direct quotes, he's like, I don't know if it'll ever happen. That's a direct quote. And then the rest of this is kind of paraphrasing, where he basically went on to say that the producers or filmmakers nowadays aren't interested in elegant and classy horrors. They're more interested in found footage and raw films. Which is true. I know we get all this bullcrap found footage crap because they could just make it on a micro budget and then turn it into profit because everyone loves all that paranormal activity crap, but whatever. I even bashed the Suspiria remake coming out because I didn't know if they were going to use the Goblin soundtrack, but this guy seems to be a huge fan, and it seems like it would have been a nice updated version and more coherent, because the plot isn't that coherent in the original. But I was looking for an updated version. Even though I dished you in 2012, man, I still wanted to see it. But he was like, I got the whole movie in my head. He basically blames it on the cost of the movie is too much. He doesn't go into the legal issues at all. So maybe it's not legal issues at all. Maybe that news meant nothing. Apparently, what's holding it back is they don't want to greenlight it because he wants to film it in Europe or something, and they don't want to fork out the money. I don't know. That sucks, but he even went on to go and say something like, it would respect the original and it would be very unique, just like Prince Avalanche. He plugged his own modern comedy. He basically compared Prince Avalanche to Suspiria, which made no sense. Look it up. Type in David Gordon Green Esquire interview for Prince Avalanche on Google, and you can see all the details on that. So, it appears to be dead, unfortunately. Actually, I think that's good news because everyone pretty much hated the idea of it being remade, but I still wanted to see it, even though it was going to be basically a Black Swan kind of cinematography ripoff. I don't know if they could use the colors like Argento did in the 70s. I don't know if it's even possible, a capability to even replicate that, but I don't know. This movie is such a big franchise that it'll be remade one day. And I heard Argento himself was even disgusted by it being rumored to be remade. So who knows, maybe he tried to put a stop to it. But anyway, this was JBM from VillainNews. Click on the channel for more horror, sci-fi, and comic book movie news. I'm out. Thanks for watching.